This week, Orange and Blue Belts, we have a lot to go over. We're going to be going over punching, being able to move and punch with control, right? We're going to be doing some of our kicks, in particular our spinning hook kick, which is a very important kick and also not an easy kick at all. So we want to make sure we go through that with you, go through steps by step, make sure you're getting the key things done. We also have to do some conditioning checks, make sure we're getting strong for our black belt promotion. We got to talk about generosity a little bit. Man, we got to do blocks. We got a lot to do, everybody. Let's get started with warm-up so we can get into this and get it done. All right, everybody, before we get started in the main part of class, we're going to just start off with a simple warm-up, right, which is important for keeping our muscles and joints healthy, right? So let's do a little bit of a warm-up before we get too much into activity, right? So this is going to be a 4-part warm-up. Every one of the parts has about 30 seconds to it, right? So we're going to start off in our fighting stance, and all we're going to do is like a twist and cross-body block, twist, cross-body block, twist, cross-body block, twist, cross-body block. Some of our more advanced students may recognize this as kind of like a double block for a roundhouse kick in sparring, right? But if you're not as familiar with that, you just think, I'm doing a cross-body block, I'm doing a cross-body block. Very important that your feet are turning as you do this, turning your hip. Not so much your head, right? But your shoulders, your hips, your feet, right? We're getting that moving, right? You can pick up your pace if you're feeling a little bit more sprightly. I was doing it slow on purpose, right? We're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. So we have the other leg in front. We're just twisting and blocking, twisting and blocking. Ready, set, and go. Twist and block, twist and block. Get that cross-body block, right? And again, right? Find the right speed for you. This may be the right speed for you, right? Maybe this is the right speed for you, right? The important thing during a warm-up is you're just giving your body some time to get ready for the movements in class to prevent injury. So just keep twisting, just keep turning, and keep breathing. That's super important. People who breathe live a whole heck of a lot longer. Good. And stop. Okay, so now we're going to switch things up. We're going to do some push-ups, right? We're going to make sure we get our full range of motion on push-ups. So we're doing 30 seconds worth. Ready, set, and go. Right, as I do my push-ups, right? There's lots of different ways that you may pick to do push-ups. Maybe you're doing it with your legs straight. Maybe you're doing it with your knees bent, right? Maybe you're clapping. Whatever's right for you, right? You just want to finish up that set for 30 seconds. Major goals are, it should be a little bit challenging at the end. The last couple should be hard, and you get that full range of motion, right? Get all the way up, all the way down, you're going to get a whole heck of a lot better at doing your push-ups. Good. All right, and we're done with push-ups. We're back up onto our feet, right? Coming up on our last little warm-up move, we're just going to be doing alternating leg front kicks. Ready, set, and go. Looks like this, kick one leg, then the other leg, right? Doesn't have to be particularly high, doesn't have to be particularly fast, right? The important thing is you're just kind of activating those muscles, right? I'm gonna turn a little sideways so you can see what it looks like from the side, right? You can see I'm not kicking at my highest, right? I'm just trying to let my body move and be ready for the class, which will be starting any minute now. Good. Keep kicking, keep breathing, and time. We're done with warm-ups. Let's get into the main part of class. Let's get started on some punching today. We're going to be doing punching and moving and punching today, right? So we're starting off with our jab. Get in a fighting stance with your right leg and back, right? I'm mirroring for you today, so I'll be using my right when I say left, and yeah, we know that deal by now, I hope, right? So we're going to start off with our left jab. We're going to take a small step, come back. We're going to do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're going to switch our legs, the same idea. All right, take that small step and recover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, we're going to switch it up. Okay. Almost the same thing. We're going to do a jab cross, right? We're going to take a small step. We're going to twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch your legs. I'm going to do these sideways. You get a different point of view. Ready? 1, jab cross. 2, jab cross. 3, 4, 5, 6, turning your body. 7, taking a step. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now we're done with the easy stuff. Now we're getting into the trickier stuff where we're going to move. One of the things you're going to find is when you're sparring, people have a nasty habit of trying to move out of the way. It's kind of like when you play tag, right? Sparring's not like tag, right? When you play tag, when you're it, so many of those other people just run away. It's amazing. Now, you always have that kid who's like, oh, go ahead, I want to be it, and they run over to you. But for the most part, when you're playing tag seriously, you don't want to be it, right? And when you're sparring, you don't want to be hit. So you run away or you move. So we got to be able to move and still tag people with our punches. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a small step in, we're going to step towards them, boom, boom, and come back, right? Watch it again, small step, and come back. Okay, just a little bit of movement. Now, if you watch this from the front, right, that's same idea. I'm not taking a giant step, okay? It's not, right? You can see my legs crossing. We don't want that, right? Just small. Step, step, boom, boom, come back. Right? Or you could step 2 times. 1, 2, 1, 2. Walk them down and then go back. Okay? So for now, we're going to just do 1 step with each foot. It goes back foot, front foot, jab, cross, reset. All right? So let's give that a shot. Ready? And back foot, front foot, jab, cross. As you come back, it's front foot, back foot. Ooh, that gets confusing. Ready? Back foot steps in, front foot steps out, jab, cross. The other way of thinking this is your feet come together a little bit, apart a little bit, punch, punch, and that's a retreat, together a little bit, apart a little bit. Not all the way together, just a little bit. All right, so now hopefully you got the idea. We're going to try and do 10. Try and keep up. I'm not going super fast. 1, 2. Now, if you feel like you want to go faster than me, go for it. 3. Be a great idea for a higher belt. Try and beat me on every one of these. 4. Now I will start to go a little bit faster as we go along. 5. But still, if you can beat me, beat me. 6. Now don't cheat and go before me though. 7. Because that's cheating. 8, by definition, cheating is cheating. 9. That's a surprise to you. We should talk. 10. Okay, good. Now, we're going to switch our legs. I'm going to show you from the other side the same basic idea. You can see it's together a little bit, apart a little bit, jab across, together a little bit, apart a little bit. Here we go. We're doing 10. 1. Come back. 2. Together, apart, come back. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. All right. So if you need practice on that footwork, go ahead and pause the video and do it over and over and over again until you feel good about it. Otherwise, we're going to keep moving on to the next part of class. Let's get to it. We're going to get working on control and range with our punches using a chair and a pillow. Now, when you do this, in a perfect world, the chair or the pillow, in the very least, is at least as high as your stomach or as your chest. Right? If you can make it even higher, great, but you don't want it to be like you're punching down a lot. That's going to make this not particularly effective. Now, we're using the chair and pillow as a way of testing power and control because what we want to be able to do is punch but not have the pillow or the chair get knocked over. If we're punching hard enough that we knock it over, that's not demonstrating control, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with 1 punch at a time. Okay, we're going to try and do 10 where we don't knock the pillow over, right? Or we don't knock the chair over. So you get into a fighting stance, right? And for now, it doesn't matter which hand you're using, it doesn't matter which stance you're in, as long as you're doing 1 punch at a time and it's a real punch. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can switch hands if you want. Oh, I missed that one. I'm doing it again. 5. There you go. 6. Oh, moved it too much. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so that's level 1. If you need to go back and review it or fix it, whatever, you can go ahead and do that. We're going on to level 2 now. For level 2, it's 2 punches. Very similar, you're just gonna punch jab cross. It doesn't matter to me if you have right leg in front, jab cross, or left leg in front, jab cross, but you gotta do 2 different punches. The other thing we're looking for is that it's a punch, right? So you can see this, like that. That's not punching. That's like, like a hamster trying to get out of his cage, right? You want to punch, punch, okay? And you want to feel the big knuckles on your hand as your impact point. Big knuckles right over here, not here on your little knuckles or your fingers flaring out, right? You can definitely punch and be like, oh man, I got great control as I'm flicking it with my fingers. But that's not what we're shooting for, right? So 2 punches, doesn't matter which hand is first. We're going for 10 just like we did before. 1, jab cross. Now, I'm not going to count that for myself because I didn't hit the first punch. 2, jab cross. There we go. 3, jab, oh, messed up. 3, 4, 5. Oh, too much power. 6, 7. No good. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I got 10. You need to pause or whatever. Go ahead and do it. Get to 10. We're going to level 3. Level 3 is definitely significantly harder. We're going to be moving in and out as we do these punches. So what does that mean? I start over here. Far enough away, I can't punch it. I've got to close the gap, jab cross, come back. Okay? You have to force yourself to move out of range, get into range, get out of range. The other thing, bonus points, if when you move forward, you kind of maintain your fighting stance, right? You can either do this step, if you're familiar with that particular movement, right? Or you can do kind of a slower step. Either one is fine, but try and move in the fighting stance. Just like before, on level 1 and level 2, we're going for 10. Good luck to you, right? I'm gonna shoot for 10. I'm probably not gonna be perfect. You're probably not gonna be perfect. You may mess on 1 or 2 of them. Just make it up, fix it. Ready? Let's go for it. 1. That one was good. 2. Oh. If it falls, it doesn't count. 3. Oh, that was good. 4. Good control. 5. My pillow's starting to fall. Oh, I lost it. I knew it. I knew it was in trouble. I'm not counting that one. I'm doing 5 again. 5. There we go. 6. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, all right, made it. Okay, so that's the 3rd level. You can try that one as well. And if you want to really challenge yourself, you can try doing the other side too. Right? But for today, we're going to call that a wrap. Move on to the next part of class. All right, so we're going to be doing one of our brown belt conditioning challenges that we're doing for the month of April, right? This one has got 3 or 4 moves depending on how you count it. We've got Superman knees on 2 different legs, we've got lunge walks, and then we've got side-to-side roundhouse kicks. I'm going to give you a quick example of how to do each, and then I'm going to run through the drill with you, right? So first of all, Superman knee. I'll show you this one from the side first, and I'll show you straight ahead. You start with one knee up, like this. And then you go out into a Superman kind of position. The big thing you're shooting for there is to get your head about as low as your hips. Don't fall on your face, right? So I'll show you again. It's knee up, they get flat, and they come up. You can put your hands wherever you want. You can put them in front of you like Superman. You can put your hands behind you like Superman. Superman flies in all those different positions. Your hands can be any of those positions as well, right? We're going to show you on the other, show you from the other side, right? The other leg. So I have my knee up, I get nice and flat, and I come up. Pro tip, when you do this, if you bend your bottom leg, it's a lot easier. Keep that really straight. It's kind of hard. Okay, bend that, helps you be stable. So that's the first move and the second move, right? Superman knees you're going to be doing some on each side. I'll go into the numbers in a minute. Next up, we got lunge walks. This is the hard part, right? No, I know. Tiring, but not hard. You're going to take one foot, you're going to step forward, bring your knee close to the floor or touch the floor, stand up, Switch the other side, like you walk and then you go backwards. Knee down and knee down. Those 4 steps equals 1. All right? As you do it, you want your knee to either lightly touch or just barely miss the floor. You don't want to slam down into the floor, and you don't want to miss the floor by like 3 feet. All right. Look at these lunge walks. They're awesome. No, they're awful. Right? And again, if you're hurting yourself, that's also a terrible sign. So I'll show you one from the side. I stand up kind of tall. I step forward. I let my knee barely touch. Barely miss that time. Barely touched. I go back. And I go back. And those 4 things equals 1. Last move is side-to-side roundhouse kicks. Now, in a perfect world, when you do side-to-side roundhouse kicks, you're moving about 6 feet each direction. But do the best that you can, right? If you don't have enough room to do that, just get a couple skips in, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to move that way, and you're going to kick with the leg that's kind of in the back, right? The one that's farther away, roundhouse kick forward. Then you go the other way. The leg that's kind of closer to the middle is the one that always kicks, right? You also want to make sure that when you do this, you kick straight ahead. Sometimes you see people do this. Kick over here. Kick over here. That ain't the thing. Okay, so now we know how to do it. The question is, how many of those things are we going to do? Anyone who's a purple belt and below, you want to do 10, 10, 10, and then 50. If you are a higher belt, red, brown, and black, it's going to be 15, 1, 5, 15, 1, 5, 15 again, 1, 5, and then 70 side-to-side roundhouse kicks, right? So this is going to take us a little while to do. I'm going to be doing the orange, purple belt version of this, only do 10. I'm not going to be going super fast so I can talk you through and explain what to do. If you get ahead of me, awesome. Remember, it's Superman knee one side, Superman knee the other, lunge walk, then side-to-side roundhouse kicks. If I get ahead of you, that's fine. If you need to, you can pause this whenever you want. Catch your breath. Don't pause it for a long time. Don't take like a 30-minute break and go eat a donut or something, right? Like pause, finish your set, take a deep breath, and go back again. Okay? So hopefully we don't have any questions because it is showtime. I'm going to start my timer because I'm curious how long this is going to take us to do. All right, on your mark. Pick up a leg. Get set, and go. 1. Now I'm not going to try and count out loud because I don't want to disturb you. Once you hit your number, you switch your legs. Okay, I'm done with my Superman knees. Hopefully you are too. If you're not, that's okay. We got our lunge walks. Take your time. Remember, 4 steps equals 1. Full range of motion. Pause if you need to. But try not to if you can. Maybe you're beating me. I hope you're beating me. That'd be awesome. I was doing these all day yesterday. My legs feel good. If you're ahead of me, get ready for side-to-side roundhouse kicks. If you're still keeping up, good on you. My heart's beating. That's a good sign. I worry when it stops. Okay. Hopefully you're caught up. If not, that's okay. I'm gonna do a bunch of side-to-side roundhouse kicks. Ready? Go ahead. Wherever you are is right for you. Remember, purple and below, you did 10 of each of those. Now you're doing 50 of these. for your higher belt. Whew. 15 of each thing. And then 70 of these. Now I'm not really counting on this. I'm just keeping people company. So if you're already done, catch your breath. Get a sip of water. Do your thing. If you're not, keep going. I'm gonna do this with you for another minute, no matter how many kicks I have to do. Move those feet, kick straight ahead. Force yourself to kick up, at least as high as your belt. It doesn't have to be super high, but no baby kicks. Whew. Keep breathing. Remember, higher belts, going for 70. Lower belts, going for 50, 5-0. Almost there. Now, if you don't finish when time's up, pause it. Finish at your own pace. And like I said, if you're not finished, that's okay. The point isn't to be the fastest person. You're probably the fastest person in your room. The point is, get it done. Have some fun. You'll be the one. And I'm going to call time there. Finish up if you are. Excellent. We're going to get ready for the next part of class. Otherwise, pause this. I'll be here for you when you finish with you. So today we're wrapping up our discussion on the concept of generosity this month. And when we talk about being generous, we talked about sharing our time, our treasures, and talents with others. And we talked about 3 different ways we do that. We talked about it, sharing it with people who are our family that live with us. We talked about sharing our talents or treasures or time with someone who's our family but maybe doesn't live with us, right? Someone like a cousin, right? Now, your cousin may live with you, but usually not, right? Or it's less common than your mom living with you or your dad living with you or your brother. And then finally, you have the idea of people who care about us, that we care about, that are not family, right? They may feel like family, we may see them a lot, we may even see them more than some of our family, right? Like your teacher, you probably see your school teacher more often than you see, your cousin or your great-grandma or something like that. But with that being said, what I want you to do today is I want you to just try and self-reflect on, did you do something for each of those different categories of people? And I want it to be something that's kind of notable. Not like, I did do something nice for my mom this month. She came downstairs and I said good morning. And then that was it, right? That's not particularly notable, right? I'm talking about doing something extra, taking time out of your day to do something that's pretty meaningful to you, right? Like I did something special for my sister this month. I helped her with her homework for 3 hours, right? Now we're talking, or something like that. So what I want you to think about, something that's notable for your family that lives with you, right? Something that's notable for family that doesn't live with you, right? Like I drew something for my grandma. I sent a video to my grandma. Now, when my mom was on FaceTime and I got on, I said, "Hi, Grandma, I gotta go," right? But rather you took the initiative and really did something meaningful, right? And then finally, something you did for someone who's not part of your family. Now, one trick to this, it's too easy to say, I did something with my friend. Right? So if you said, oh yeah, I made sure to have a play date with my friend and we played games together, the games that I like, he or she was willing to play with me, so yeah, that's what I did. I want you to go beyond that, right? Something like, again, for a teacher, right, or like a real act of kindness, right? Like I made sure it was my friend's birthday and I did a whole thing, right, where I did this and I did this, not like I asked my mom to do that. Okay, so those are the 3 different things. Something you did for your family that you live with, family you don't live with, and someone who's important to you that's not your family and probably not going to count just doing something with your friend. If you can come up with those three, I want you to be really proud of yourself for learning about being generous, and I want you to continue on with that spirit as we go on to other topics that we're going to discuss in class. If you're short on one of them, if you honestly say, you know what, I don't think I did anything nice for Grandma this month, then I'm going to challenge you to try and do that in the next couple days before the month is out, right? So great job, everybody. Let's keep moving on to the next part of class. Let's get started on a quick drill for our blocking basic motions. Now, as you know, for an orange belt, green belt, blue belt, the big thing we're looking for when you're practicing your blocks is the ability to turn to a side and block, maintaining balance, generating power. Now, today I have a pillow and a chair on either side of me. And what you're going to do is you're going to set up a pillow and a chair on either side of you. And we're going to end up turning to block towards those in a minute. Before we do that, we're going to do a quick review of the basic motions, just go through it twice together, and then we're going to get into the specific drill for today. So we get into a horse stance. Ready, set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4, set 5, set 6, set 7, set 8. All right, we're going to do that one more time. All right? As we're practicing, make sure that you're setting properly. We have plenty of videos on how to do that. We're not doing it too much today. Set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4, set 5, set 6, set 7, set 8. Okay, so now what are we going to do? We're not going to do them in order per se, because the whole point of working on these blocks is to get so good at them that we can do them when we're kind of surprised and we don't have time to think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty quickly say something like, how about chair? And when I say how about chair, you turn towards the chair and you do a high block, right? Or I might say low block pillow, you turn towards the pillow and you do your low block, right? Now, if you're using something else, you just got to figure that out. That makes a little extra translation for you if you're like, well, I have a table and a chair. Well, then figure out which one you consider to be chair, which one you consider to be pillow, and turn the correct direction, okay? So try and keep up with me, right? Do the block quickly and correctly, correct direction, all that good stuff. Set yourself up. How about chair? And reset. Come back to the middle after each one. Low block pillow. Reset. Now I obviously know what's coming, so it's probably hard for you to keep up exactly with me, but try to be fast. You know what I'm saying? Ready? Middle block pillow. Reset. Cross body block pillow. That one's a little bit tricky because you block the side that's close to the chair. Oh, that's okay. So what makes it fun is that it's tricky. Low block chair. Good. Low block chair. High block pillow. All right, being able to do it fast and right in a surprising pattern. That's what we're working on. So keep up. Middle block chair. Good. Cross body block pillow. I said pillow. I've never heard of a pillow before, but whatever it is, I bet it sounds very plush and soft. Ready? High block pillow. The good old pillow compared to the pillow. Low block pillow. Middle block chair. Cross body block chair. Cross body block chair. High block pillow. Low block chair. Middle block chair. Good. Now, just a couple without my support, right? So you can do the exact same thing, right? I'm just not going to show you anymore. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's see. Middle block chair. Come back. Don't stay for an hour. Cross body block pillow. And hopefully you figured it out. Facing the pillow with a cross body block. High block pillow. And cross body block pillow. Almost out of time. High block chair. And cross body block chair. All right, fantastic. So if that's something that you feel pretty good about, you're like, Sensei Jeff, I'm ready, I'm gonna move on to the next part of class, great. If you are struggling with that a little bit, you can practice some more, rewind, watch this segment again, or even ask someone in your family to challenge you that same way so it's not as predictable, right? So go to your sister, your mom, your wife, whoever you're living with, right, and say, like, hey, can you say whatever I just said, high block chair, mix up the order and see if I can respond to it pretty quickly, right? It's a good challenge for you, but for now, let's get moving on to the next part of class. Today we need to get going on our spinning hook kick, and our particular focus today on our spinning hook kick is going to be recovering our kick back, right? And I'm going to just show you what I mean by that. When I'm in a fighting stance, you can see this leg is clearly in back and this leg is clearly in front as I face in my fighting stance this way. When I go to do my spinning hook kick, I want to end up with this leg clearly in front and this leg clearly in back. Right? So I step, spin, I come back, and you can see all the way back. That's a key part of a good spinning hook kick and what we're going to be working on today. Now, for some of you, this might seem a little bit easy, right? And you might say, hey, I want to go right to the harder spinning hook kicks because I keep landing in back already. Great. You go ahead and just get the practice time in and do your spinning hook kicks. But we're also going to go through some of the kind of like training steps you go through if you're having a hard time landing in back. The one thing I will caution you, when you do a lot of spinning hook kicks, you can get dizzy, right? If you feel like you're starting to get too dizzy, right, either skip a couple kicks or even pause the video and give your body time to recover, right? Because we're going to be doing some spinning kicks, and when we do spinning kicks, we get dizzy, right? Especially if you haven't done a lot of them in the past, right? So to start off, we're going to get into fighting stance. I'm going to be mirroring for you, right? So I want you to have your left leg in front. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to step closed, right? And then we're going to reset. Now, this step is very useful for kind of making it easier for us to do our spinning kick, right? Kind of getting everything's wound up. You don't necessarily have to do this, but it certainly makes it a little bit easier, right? So we're going to step across with our front foot and reset. When you step across, you should end up kind of pointing your back or your behind at the screen, right? So one more time, ready, step across. Good, okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to twist our head and look, right? So I'm going to step across, and then I'm going to turn around and look over the other shoulder. And then I can reset back. So I'm just kind of coiling myself up. I step across, I turn and look, and I reset back. Now, when you turn and look, if you can't see the screen, you didn't turn enough, right? You've got to be able to see the screen and see it pretty clearly, right? So step across, turn and look. I can see you. Hopefully you can see me. I can't really see you, but hopefully you can see me, right? So step across, turn and look, right? One more time, step across, turn and look. Okay, so hopefully you can do that pretty easily because it's a pretty simple move. Now we've got the kick, right? So you step across, turn, look, you kick. When you do the kick today, we're not working on kicking really high right now. We're just making sure that we can bring it all the way back. So I'll show this to you from the side. I'm going to step across, turn and look, and I'm just going to kind of spin around like that. Okay? We're not worried about kicking high. We're just making sure we recover all the way back. So you can see this is kicking pretty low, right? The idea here is by keeping it really low, you're not challenging your balance. It's a lot easier for you. Okay? So we're going to set ourselves up, get in your fighting stance. We're going to step across, turn and look, and then just swing around. Okay? Now, what you want to be able to do is be able to swing around and not have to take any steps in the middle, right? So if I step across, turn and look, I get all the way back without putting this foot down. Okay, I'll show it to you from the side. Right, you're going to go with me too. Step across, turn and look, you can see it gets all the way back down. Right? It doesn't step in the middle. I'll show you what I mean, like a wrong one. Right? Just watch this. Right? As if I put it down and then I take another step. That's no good. Okay? You want to get it all the way back. Right? So we're going to try, let's do 4 more together. Ready? Step across, turn, look, swing around. And again, if you're getting dizzy, stop. Right? Step across, turn, look, swing around. Right? But if you're not getting dizzy, you can challenge yourself. Maybe you're ready to start kicking higher or something like that. Step across, turn, look, swing around. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Step across, turn, look, swing around. Okay, so that's pretty good. We're gonna do the other side. Okay, gotta be able to do your spinning kicks on both sides. So we're gonna just go through that same progression. We're gonna probably go through it a little bit faster, right? Because you probably will understand how to do it a little bit faster. Because it's the second side. Set yourself up in a fighting stance. You should have your right leg in front. You're gonna step this way, reset. Stepping this way, reset. Step this way, reset. Okay, now we're gonna do the twist and look part. All right, so you step, turn, look away from the screen, and look back at the screen until you can see me. Right, and reset. Step across, turn, look, reset. We'll do two more. Step across, turn, look, reset. One more. Step across, turn, look, reset. Okay, so now we're gonna do the swing the leg around thing. Okay, showing it to you one more time. This time I'm gonna show it from the back side. Right, I step across, turn, look, swing around, land and back. All right, so we're gonna do 5 of these, right? Not going particularly fast. If you feel like you're good at it, like someone said, Jeff, this is too easy for me, go ahead and do them fast. Try and do 10 while I'm doing 5. That's fine, right? Whenever I do like a video training thing, if I feel like I'm pretty good at the moves, I'm like, all right, well, he's doing 12, I'm gonna do 18, right? Because, hey, I'm more advanced, right? I should challenge myself, right? Versus, man, I've done this once, I have no idea what he's doing. Let me stop and see what he's doing, maybe pause and then play later. That's fine too. All right, so here we go. We're doing 5. Step across, turn, look, swing. And maybe you're not doing 5, like I said, maybe you're doing 10. Step across, turn, look, swing, right? Step across, turn, look, swing. Big thing is to get all the way back. Step across, turn, look, get it all the way back. Right? 2 more. Step across, turn and look, get it all the way back. And 1 more. Step across, turn, look, bring it all the way and back. Okay. So hopefully you have the basic idea of this. Now, the thing you should know about doing a spinning hook kick, when you land all the way and back, it demonstrates that you have power in your movement. So if you can swing it back there and get it to land and back, you, my friend, are throwing your spinning hook kick with a lot of power. If you're falling forward, it's because your body's not kind of, either you're falling, your balance is bad and you're falling forward because of that, or because you don't have enough power to pull it all the way back, which means your kick isn't powerful. Right? So it's really important that you get all the way back. All right, so now it's time to do our spinning hook kick like a spinning hook kick, where we're gonna throw our leg out there and still land and back. When we're doing this today, we're gonna do one side for 30 seconds. Now, if you feel like you can keep up with me, great. If you feel like you can go faster than me, even better, right? Whatever it is, go for 30 seconds at your speed. I'll still be talking through it and demonstrating and pointing out some details. So I'm probably not gonna be going as fast as some of my brown belts and red belts who might be watching this. But if you're a lower belt, you might be like, since Jeff, I only got 2 in. That's fine, right? As long as you practice for your 30 seconds at your speed, that's what I'm proud of. All right, ready? 30 seconds, one leg, go. Step across, turn, look, kick, and come back, right? So we're kicking higher now, right? Step across, turn, look, kick, and come back, right? Keep going. When you kick, make sure you look at your target. So pick something you're kicking at. Maybe it's at the screen, right? Maybe you're kicking at some dot in the wall, right? Whatever it is, have a target. Step across, turn, look, and kick. Good. Okay, so that's been 30 seconds. We're gonna do another 30 seconds. We're just gonna switch our legs. Now for this one, I'm gonna do it kind of facing towards you, right? So you get a different point of view, but it's the same idea. You've gotta land back while throwing your kick. All right, ready, set, and go. Step across, turn and look, kick, and come back, right? Again, step across, turn and look, kick, and come back, right? So we're just going for 30 seconds. Maybe you're going faster than me. Maybe you're going slower. Whatever it is, you just keep going for 30 seconds. A couple more, step across, turn, look, swing and kick. Good, all right, so that's another 30 seconds down. We're gonna go one more time on each leg. When we do them, just try and go maybe a little bit faster if you've been able to get it to land and back. A good rule of thumb is, if you can do it 3 times in a row, maybe even 5 times in a row, challenge yourself, right? Say, all right, now I'm gonna go faster, now I'm gonna go higher. But if you can't get it at least 3 times in a row, right? It's time to just stick with what you're doing, right? For a spinning hook kick, if you're setting a high standard for yourself, maybe it's 5 or 10 in a row. That's what I would personally choose. But for someone who's kind of new, maybe, I'll be happy if I get 3 in a row. Okay, fine. Pick a leg, it doesn't matter as long as we switch, giving you enough time to de-dizify, which I don't think is a word, but it's a word in my book. Ready, and go for it. Step across, turn, look, land and back. All right, and I'm gonna show you this one from the side. Go ahead, 30 seconds. Land back, make sure you land it back. If you don't land it back, you miss the whole point. Land it back, right? Keep going a little slow for this one, step across. Turn, look, swing, come back, right? Step across, turn, look, swing. All right, that's been 30 seconds. We got one more round, right? Other leg, again, as long as it's the opposite of the one you just did, I don't care if it's right or left, okay? I'm gonna be kicking towards you again. Ready, set, go. I step across, turn, look, kick, and come back, right? Just keep going. Step across, turn and look, kick, and come back. Maybe a little faster. Ooh, a little too fast. Almost lost my glasses, right? Keep going, we're almost out of time. Get 5 seconds, I'm gonna get one more in. All right, that's time. Okay, so if you want to practice that more, maybe you weren't able to get 3 times in a row, go ahead and pause this, set a timer, rewind, whatever it is. Otherwise, we're going to keep moving on to the next part of class. All right. So for today's final game, we're going to be using a chair, and this is kind of a creative game, right? It's just a little creative drill. What you're going to do is you're going to just be sitting, relaxing in your chair right now. By the way, sitting in a funny, relaxing way is kind of cool too, right? For what we're doing. So you're just gonna be sitting here, and when I say go, you gotta get up and do some fun strikes. So be creative with it, right? So like do some different things, right? Like I wanna try the front kick and this, roundhouse kick, or I wanna do punches. There isn't really a correct answer, right? The only thing that's a bad answer is if you hurt yourself or you break something, right? So if you jump up and you kick the TV, wrong answer, right? If you get up, you do a couple punches, have some fun with it, and sit back down, you're good. So what it'll kind of look like is I'll say, go, right? And you'll go up and you'll do your thing, whatever you're doing, and I'll say, sit down. And when I say sit down, you just sit back down. Nice. Take your time. No reason to rush to sit down, right? Casual. Don't jump into the chair, have it fall over, you break the kitchen, everybody's mad at you, all right? So we're going to be doing this for about 2 minutes. Have fun with it. That is the key thing. Be creative. One of the best things about martial arts is that it's an art, right? And art is about creativity, right? So we're going for 2 minutes. Ready, set? We're sitting, we're relaxing. Nice and easy, so peaceful. And go, get up and do some strikes. Throw some things, and then sit back down. Sit back down, right? And again, just have fun with it. Right, that was an easy one. Maybe you want to do something with a spinning kick. If you know a spinning kick, great. Go, get up, do some kicks. Right, oh, I'm spinning. Okay, and stop in. Get back down, sit back down. Make sure you don't break anything. Just relaxing. You never know when that bad guy's coming. Right? They come to bother you. You gotta be ready. Could happen any minute. Go, get up! Start hitting. I'm gonna do some knees and maybe an elbow. All right, sit back down. Sit back down. All right, just have fun. Right? Whatever works for you. Don't even try and copy me. Right? Just do something that works for you. If you're copying me, maybe that's fun for you, but do something different. I had a kid do cartwheels with me in class today. A cartwheel kick. I'm like, I can't do a cartwheel kick, but if you can, you're not gonna break your house. Go for it. Go! Start hitting. Oh, I'm gonna do that. And freeze. And sit back down in your chair. Relax. And go again. Oh man, just sat down. And sit back down. Sit back down. Take your time. Oh. So easy, like I'm relaxing at the beach. Go, get up! Get up and do your strengths. Good, and stop. Sit back down. Back into your chair. Remember, don't kick your sister. Don't kick your cat. Go, get up. I'm just doing a lot of punches this time. Punch, punch, punch. All right, stop. Sit back down. Okay. Almost out of time, man. Time flies when we're relaxing. Go, get up. Strike, 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 strike. Good hand. Reset. Again, just have fun with it. Have fun. Do something cool. Go, get up. Kick, kick, kick. Oh, almost kicked you. Hopefully I didn't kick you. That'd been terrible. All right, everybody. That's time. Thanks for coming today. Hope to see you soon.